नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. So, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam 10th Canto, 12th chapter, and verse number 1 to 24 today. Let me share my screen.
I can read, Prabhu, if you want.
Oh, would you like to read? Okay, go ahead, Prabhu. Sure.
Don't know. So far, I only get two.
Yeah. Chapter 12.
Yes, Prabhu. First verse to 24th verse in chapter 12, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu, for giving this opportunity to read today's Bhagavatam translations from Sloka 1 to 24 from the chapter 12 and the killing of the demon Agasura. So, Sloka 1, Sukadeva Goswami continued. O king, one day Krishna decided to take his breakfast as a picnic in the forest. Having risen early in the morning, he blew his bugle
Bye, Kevin.
made of on and woke all the cowherd boys and calves with its beautiful sound. Then Krishna and the boys, keeping their respective groups of calves before them, proceeded from Rajabhumi to the forest. Sloka 2. At that time, hundreds and thousands of cowherd boys came out of their respective homes in Rajbhumi and joined Krishna, keeping before them their hundreds and thousands of groups of calves. The boys were very beautiful and they were equipped with lunch bags, bugles, flutes, and sticks for controlling the calves. Sloka 3. Along with the cowherd boys and their own groups of calves, Krishna came out with an unlimited number of calves assembled. Then all the boys began to sport in the forest in a greatly playful spirit. Sloka 4. Although all these boys were already decorated by their mothers with ornaments of kacha, gunja, pearls, and gold, when they went into the forest, they further decorated themselves with fruits, green leaves, bunches of flowers, peacock feathers, and soft minerals. Sloka 5. All the cowherd boys used to steal one another's lunch bags. When a boy came to understand that his bag had been taken away, the other boys would throw it farther away to a more distant place, and those standing there would throw it still further. When the proprietor of the bag became disappointed, the other boys would laugh. The proprietor would cry, and then the bag would be returned. Sloka 6. Sometimes Krishna would go to somewhat distant place to see the beauty of the forest. Then all the other boys would run to accompany him, each one saying, I shall be the first to run and touch Krishna. I shall touch Krishna first. In this way, they enjoyed life by repeatedly touching Krishna. Sloka 7 to 11. All the boys would be differently engaged. Some boys blew their flutes and others flew bugles made of on. Some imitated the buzzing of the bumblebees and others imitated the voice of the cuckoo. Some boys imitated flying birds by running after the birds' shadows on the ground. Some imitated the beautiful movements and attractive postures of the swans. Some sat down with the ducks, sitting silently, and others imitated the dancing of the peacocks. Some boys attracted young monkeys in the trees. Some jumped into the trees, imitating the monkeys. Some made faces as the monkeys were accustomed to do, and others jumped from one branch to another. Some boys went to the waterfalls and crossed over the river, jumping with the frogs, and when they saw their own reflections on water, they would laugh. They would also condemn the sounds of their own echoes. In this way, all the cowherd boys used to play with Krishna, who is the source of Brahman effulgence for Jnanis, desiring to merge into that effulgence, who is the Supreme Personality of God for devotees who have accepted eternal servitorship, and who for ordinary persons is but another ordinary child. The cowherd boys, having accumulated the results of pious activities for many lives, were able to associate in this way with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How can one explain their great fortune? Sloka 12. Yogis may undergo severe austerities and penances for many births by practicing yama, niyama, asana, and pranayama, none of which are easily performed. Yet, in due course of time, when these yogis attain the perfection of controlling the mind, they will still be unable to taste even a particle of dust from the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead. What then can we describe about the great fortune of the inhabitants of Rajabhumi, Vrindavana, with whom the Supreme Personality of Godhead lived and who saw the Lord face to face? Sloka 13. My dear King Parikshit, thereafter there appeared a great demon named Aghasura, whose death was being awaited even by the demigods. The demigods drank nectar every day, but still they feared this great demon and awaited his death. This demon could not tolerate the transcendental pleasure being enjoyed in the forest by the cowherd boys. Sloka 14. Aghasura, who had been sent by Kamsa, was the younger brother of Putana and Bakasura. Therefore, when he came and saw Krishna at the head of all the cowherd boys, he thought, this Krishna has killed my sister and brother Putana and Bakasura. Therefore, in order to please them both, I shall kill the Krishna along with his assistants, the other cowherd boys. Sloka 15. Aghasura thought, if someone or other I can make Krishna and his associates serve as the last offering of sisme and water for the departed souls of my brother and sister, then the inhabitants of Rajbhumi, for whom these boys are the life and soul, will automatically die. If there is no life, there is no need for the body. Consequently, when their sons are dead, naturally all the inhabitants of Vraj will die. Sloka 16. After thus deciding, that crooked Aghasura assumed the form of huge python, as thick as big mountain and as long as 8 miles. Having assumed this wonderful python's body, he spread his mouth like a big cave in the mountains and lay down on the road, expecting to swallow Krishna and his associates, the cowherd boys. Sloka 17. His lower lip rested on the surface of the earth, and his upper lip was touching the clouds in the sky. The borders of his mouth resembled the sides of big cave in a mountain, and the middle of his mouth was a was as dark as possible. His tongue resembled a broad traffic way. His breath was like a warm wind, and his eyes blazed like a fire. Sloka 18. Upon seeing this demon's wonderful form, which resembled a great python, the boys thought that it must be a beautiful scenic spot of Vrindavana. Thereafter, they imagined it to be similar to the mouth of great python. In other words, the boys, unafraid, thought that it was statue made in the shape of great python for the enjoyment of their pastimes. Sloka 19. The boys said, dear friends, is this creature dead, or is it actually a living python with its mouth spread wide just to swallow us all? Kindly clear up this doubt. Shloka 20. Thereafter, they decided, dear friends, this is certainly an animal sitting here to swallow us all. Its upper lip resembles a cloud reddened by the sunshine, and its lower lip resembles the reddish shadows of a cloud. Sloka 21. On the left and right, the two depressions resemble mountain caves as the corners of its mouth, and the high mountain peak are its teeth. Sloka 22. In length and breadth, the animal's tongue resembles a broad traffic way, and the inside of its mouth is very, very dark, like a cave in a mountain. Sloka 23. The hot fairy wind is the breathing coming out of his mouth, which is giving off the bad smell of burning flesh because of all the dead bodies he has eaten. Sloka 24. Then the voice said, has this living creature come to swallow us? If he does so, he will immediately be killed like Bakasura without delay. Thus they looked at the beautiful face of Krishna, the enemy of Bakasura, and laughingly loudly and clapping their hands, they entered the mouth of a python. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kiran Prabhuji. Yeah, Radharani Mataji, whenever you're ready, you can start, Mataji. You can unmute, Mataji.
I'm sorry, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Kiran Prabhuji, for reading the translations today, and thank you so much, Sundarananda Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity. I'll share my screen. We can start with 3 flavors. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Nastapayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavate Sevaya. So today we are starting a new chapter from the Canto 10. The chapter is the killing of the demon Aghasura. So in this, the Aghasura is the one of the demon who was the brother of Bakasura and the Putana. So, and Aghasura was so envious. He wanted to kill Krishna. He came to kill Krishna as when the Kamsa was sent to him, and not only Krishna, but his desire was also to kill the all the cowherd boys also, and the gopas and the calves. So that was his main desire. So here the Sukadev Goswami is like begins the this chapter with the desire of the Krishna, what he was having. Like generally, Krishna will take take his breakfast and then go to the forest with the boys and calf. Like everybody, like every day, his routine was to get up early and just have his mother Yashoda used to feed him, and then generally they go to the forest. But one day Krishna was desiring to uh, have a breakfast, has like a picnic in that forest. So then Krishna requested the Mother Yashoda, and also the other all cowhead boys also requested their mothers can they have the breakfast in the forest where they usually go. They can go little early and they can spend the time over there. So that was his desire, and even all the other Gopa boys also, they were so excited because they always love to spend the time with Krishna over there. And here, like Krishna and all the cowherd boys, they packed their breakfast and went to the forest as a picnic. Um, and then these Gopas are very close to Krishna, and so they were excited to spend the whole day with Krishna. And so at this, has been discussed in the before chapters also, that this in the Krishna's Bala Yavanam, and he used to perform uh, so many pastimes, and there when like usually we call as when 5 years is called, it is Balalila, and from 5 to 10 years it is called as Kauganda Lila, and from 10 to 15 it is called as Kaishanya Yuga, and then beyond 15 it is called as Yavana Yuga. So then here the Krishna completed his Bala Lila within like 3 years, 4 months, and in the 3 years, 4 months old only, he looks like a 5 years old boy. And from 3 years, 4 months to from 6 years, 8 months, Krishna completes his Kauganda pastimes. So this in this Bala Lila, like in the previous chapters also we have seen like um, uh, Krishna is more accessible to all the gopis in the Vrindavan side. They used to like enjoy all the Krishnas, how he used to learn talking, how he used to learn walking and crawling pastimes, and pulling the calf's tails, and stealing the butter from the other gopis' house. So these all like they used to do, and with his friends, and he used to share that butter and everything with the um, monkeys and other animals. So these are all the pastimes. They were so relishing, and all the gopis in the Vrindavan were so excited, and they were so happy to see these pastimes when Krishna used to be in the Balayavanam. And then they also used to relish these pastimes as a motherly affection. They were so happy when they see Krishna only. They feels like so happy, and they relishes whatever he does. Like they get angry, and that everything is like has a motherlyhood, but they so relish so these type of things and activities what Krishna does. um, so then here um, so what happened like next today was for me is continue saying right, like when Krishna has little grown up, and then he used to take care of calves, and attend his uh, forest and everything. Then he goes to the forest and play with his friends, and various others enchanting activities they used to do in that forest. Throughout the day, they used to spend with the Krishna, and even the here the Yashoda Mata was also like having so much separation when Krishna leaves the house. So all other gopis also when their kids leaves the house, and they were so like they feel like so separations, and but cowhead boys were like they used to enjoy the pastimes with Krishna over there, and then throughout the day they used to spend in the forest, and when the night comes, like Krishna used to stay with their parents, and then there the cowhead boys used to miss Krishna at the night times, how the Yashoda Mata, and they used to miss at the morning separation. They used to feel that separation when they go. It's like daily routine also, but they used to still feel that separations. So when sometimes like Gopa boys also like they used to come at the night, they could not sleep, and they used to come in the morning, and they used to knock the door of Yashoda Mata, and they used to say that, can we go Krishna, can we go to the forest with Krishna? So then Yashoda Mata used to say that this is a night time, you can go tomorrow morning, you just go to your home and sleep. So that attachment they have with the Krishna, they don't want the separation, the Krishna. So by seeing this all, the Krishna also want to spend more time. So they just thought of going for the early morning, like breakfast time. So they thought of a picnic, and that they packed all their breakfast and left early. On that day, it was like Balram's birthday also, and Balram also heard that Krishna had planned like this, and Krishna had planned like this. So he was also interested. To spend time with, like to have a picnic and everything. So, but Rohini Mata and Yashoda Mata, they were saying that like he have to do some charities to the Brahmanas, and do some ritual activities. So that's the reason. Um, so they just stopped Balram to go to the forest, and that day Krishna alone will go with his friends and the calves. Um, with the Krishna, like there were like thousands of all the gopas and calves have uh, have joined the picnic. So it is here they have used the innumerable calves, and the innumerable gopa boys have joined this picnic, and Krishna used to reciprocate with each and everyone, like they used to feel Krishna used to reciprocate with each and everyone. So here the our acharyas they were saying that Krishna used to reciprocate with each and everyone. They were like, the number is not a matter, so it was like innumerable. And um, as I mentioned, like that acharyas have explained this word like innumerable word and asankhya, and that means like 10 raised to the 51 and 10 to the power of 51, like that they were mentioning. So that many cowhead boys and all the calves, so they have went to the picnic. Then the boys and Krishna are decorated like with the beautiful ornaments, and their mothers have decorated uh, with the pearls, with the and they have decorated with the gold and kala and mm, guja and those type of beads. So here they have said that these guja beads are like some of the seeds which are very small, like they are like 5 to 6 millimeter balls, like, and they are reddish in color, um, and they have a black and white dots on that. So uh, they were wearing those malas. Krishna was wearing those also. Different ornaments were wore to the Krishna. That and all the cowherd boys also, they have decorated so nicely. Their mothers have decorated them. Then what happened? Um, uh, and after going there, like all these boys would play with each and everyone, and as everybody was carrying their lunch boxes, so here they some of the boys, they used to come together, and they used to um, grab some other boys lunch box, and they used to just uh, pass it to other boys, and they used to pass it to other boys. They just used to play the game as a play while walking and by in the forest. And this was a they throws his lunch box to the other kid, and the other kid throws to some other one. So these are all like they were teasing to the some of the boys, and this happened between the boys. And here it was mentioned that this is like a transcendental play. It's not like they're angry on that boys, or they're having envious on them. It's nothing like that. They used to have the play also, which is like very transcendental. Because in the um, even we see these all in the material world, also in the spiritual world. So it is like they used to play these all things, and the difference is that they used to keep Krishna in between, and that's the reason they don't have envious or whatever it is. So they were happy, and they would have um, laughingly they used to enjoy these type of things. And they're like so sometimes Krishna used to go to the far place or some distance place, and to to see the beauty, or to see the view of the mountains, or to see the rivers. Then when Krishna is so far, the Gopas they will go, and they that is also they think it is also one type of play. They have whoever goes first and touch Krishna. So so those type of games also, everything it's like a playful they used to do. Mm, and whoever goes and touch Krishna, so that's they used to play that repeatedly. And so they play themselves those type of games. And then what happened, they were engaged in different plays. Like some boys used to play the flutes, they used to play the buffalo horns and imitate the bumblebee sounds, making mm, sounds like bee sounds and those type things. And sometimes they used to make the sounds of cuckoos, and they used to make the flying bird sounds. And these are all the things they used to make. And they imitate the movements of the swans, how they used to do, and they dance like a peacocks, and they sit in one place like a ducks. So these are all the things that they have given. And they would imitate the monkeys, how they would jump, and they would also imitate like the frogs and those things. These are all the fun ways they should have the wonderful time. So they were having the wonderful time in the forest. And when they were having this all fun and everything, there came a demon like Agasura, the snake demon. And he was like a Agasura was a huge form of a snake. And he was a python, and he came there. And he was so long. The Agasura is mentioned before, as I meant. Uh, Sorry, as I mentioned before, that Agasura is a brother of Bakasura, and who was a Cain demon, and um, Putana, who was a witch. And here they were mentioning that Agasura means, Aga means it's a sin, and Asura means a demon. So, so he was like. Even for his death, the demigods were also eagerly waiting to see the Agasura's mm, the demon die. So already we have seen before that Agasura, he was very envious, and he's having so grudge on Krishna, he want to take the revenge on Krishna. Um, So every other demons, they used to come, and they used to um, kill the Krishna. They have the plan of killing the Krishna or something like that. But here the Agasura is the only the demon who is wishing to kill all his friends, cowhead boys, the calves, and Krishna, everybody. So he came over to that forest, and he opened his mouth. He opened his mouth so wide that his mouth is touching the clouds, and his top is touching the clouds, and the bottom is touching the ground. So uh, when these all the boys and everybody, they were playing, they were in their own mood. So Agasura could not tolerate this happiness what the boys were going through over there in that forest. And then in the and when the boys, like, they were moving here and there, as you see that as we see that so they were playing in the mood when they came over this uh, so as we have seen, as I've told that Agasura have opened his mouth wide, so it looks like a cave over there. And there, all Gopas saw that, and they thought that, we have never seen this in the Vrindavan forest. It's a new cave, and it looks so new. And so and they were planning to go inside. And but some cowhead boys were, they were suspecting, is it something like a we have never seen this, is it something like a any demon axe, or it looks like, some were suspecting it looks like a snake. But they were they want to explore, and they were saying that we are not that fear, as if demon comes also, if any calamities happen to us also, we have Krishna with us. So we don't have that much fear. So he's there to protect them. Then what happened? All the Gopals are confidently, they were like, nothing can happen to us. Let's go. Let's go and check this big cave, and let's explore that. What's inside, and if it is fun place, let's have new method of plays, and we can play over there and spend more time in this new cave. So then Krishna was mm, then they have decided to go inside, and they have a complete faith on Krishna, so if anything happened also, um, all the Gopas uh, thought like, let's go inside, and it looks like very scenic place and very beautiful, so and let's go and explore. um, and we can also have different pastimes over there and enjoy with our in this new cave. Then when they went inside, some thought like, when they were about to enter, and some were thinking, is this is something like a point? They were guessing all these are all their suspicions, and everybody have their own thoughts, right? So they were just expressing their thoughts like, but some were saying, if it is a python, why it is not moving, and is it a death, or is this alive? So they just want to go and explore the things what's happening over there, and different thoughts, and so at last they have decided, everybody have decided, let's go out and have some fun games over there, and um, then Agasura hear that when they were entering, that Agasura uh, um, beaks and those teeth, they look like a mm, in the cave, they look like a beaks, and when his tongue is like so long, and it's look like a pathway, it's a big long highway or pathway, it's look like that. And it was so broad, and they were all having a nice pathway, so they just enter over there in that cave. So when they have entered it, in the middle of this mouth was so dark, um, and they could not even see what was at that point. They stopped them, and mm, so sorry, they were about to go, and then Krishna was afar over there, and Krishna was shouting them not to go, not to go. All the Gopa boys, like, he was about to stop them, but mm, they already almost went inside. So then Agasura was thinking all the kids have entered, and he was just waiting for the Krishna to enter, then he can close his mouth. So then he can swallow all the kids and all the calves and whatever have went inside. Then, mm, so then they can see that when they were entered inside, it was very dark, and it looks like a cave in the mountain, and they were also getting like a bad smell, like burning flesh, and because that had all the dead bodies he had eaten, so because of that he's getting all they were getting all those bad smells. um, when like Agasura was still waiting, they were just waiting to close his mouth till the Krishna enters. Uh, then Krishna, he was thinking like he has to protect his friends, and then he has entered the Agasura mouth. As he here, the Agasura was also having a wish that Krishna should also enter. So he just thought like, okay, also let me also make his wish true. So all the demigods over on the top was watching, now like Krishna also entered, what will happen. And here the Krishna was thinking that I need to kill the demon, but at that same time, I need to protect and save his friends also. Then his then the Gopa boys have decided that have thought that like this is like some of the other creature have come here and swallow us. And when they saw that Krishna also like entered immediately, and then they realized, then they thought of like how Krishna had killed the Bakasura. mm, without any delay. When that has happened, that past times they were remembering, and when they saw the Krishna, like they were so happy, and so happy by seeing the Krishna's beautiful face, and they were laughing and clapping and everything was happening. So um, so this was the few of my thoughts which I would like to share, and from the next part of the story we can continue tomorrow. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you, everybody, for giving me this opportunity. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarupyasya kripa sindhubhyo vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Thank you very
Granted,
much.
Srimad
Hare
Bhagavatam ki
Krishna.
jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Radharani Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yeah.